Hi all, welcome to my third part in my head first object oriented analysis and design series. So this is the third lecture. If you have missed the previous two tutorials, right, previous two videos, I'll put the link in description and you can go and you can watch and get back to get back to here, because the whatever we are developing here entire thing was right. So here we are continuing from the past two videos, so that's why please go and watch the two videos and come back here, so that we can so that you guys can on the line. Yeah, in the previous tutorial, right, in the previous two videos we are here, uh, at the point of time the customer is happy, so we uh, and also the owner also happy, so we meet the customer requirements. So I thought this was perfect, but when I realized it, so previously what we have done is like, we are returning only the in the search guitar, right, we are returning only the one type. We have but if you suppose I'm giving the type as acoustic, right. Suppose if you see the database, I have acoustic. I have acoustic. I have two acoustics, but I am returning only the first one. So so I have two guitars, right? So why can't we return two guitars? If we have more guitars, it should be written more guitars. So basically, Rick's so happy with your improvements, but he really needs to happy to return all the matching guitars, not just one. So how many matching guitars are there? Based on the customer such criteria, we need to return those many guitars to them. So only let's investigate what were the code changes we need to done to return the list of the guitars. So this is the search function. So we need to modify the search function, right? So let's get into the program. Let's open the service impl and let's make this as like list, because I am returning the list, right? So this is the list. Here we need to return the list. Here we return the list, and let's declare list of guitars, right? List of guitars. So um, matched guitars equals to new array list. So just you need to include this one, matched guitars dot add guitar. So this will hold all the guitars which is matched based on the customer criteria. So here, right, instead of return null, like return match guitars. If match guitars are size is greater than 0, right, then return match guitars, otherwise return null. So perfectly fine. Let's update the controller also. Here controller, just it will take the list of guitars. Here just modify this one. That's it. We are done. Just rerun the program. Start. Yeah, it started. So now let's check. Oh my god, some exception came. What was the exception? Null pointer exception. Well, let's check where exactly we got the null pointer exception, the IMPL. For the type, right? For the type, we are getting null pointer exception. Let's check whether we change anything in the controller. Okay, let's debug why we got this exception. So let's check what were the such data we got. So we got serial number, builder, model, type, backward. Okay, everything is fine. Let's okay, wait. Yeah, I got the issue why we got the null pointer exception. Because right, we accidentally we did this one, so I think we just need to remove this. Uh, we need to remove this one, like id equals 11, right? So let's write a query, such query tool, delete from guitar where id equals to 11. Just run the program. So let's check other rows whether it is deleted or not. So yeah, it got deleted. Now I think no need of debugging, just directly we can run the program. Mhm. Okay, where was this? Yeah, remove these two and click and simply run the program. Yeah, again. This time which one? I think let's rerun the program. Because yeah, at the point, right, all the guitar list it came, right, so there is no call of db, so that's why we got null point exception. So we just remove the record, right? So I think we won't get the null point exception now if you search the records, right? Yeah, exactly, I was getting to what I expected. Yeah, let's little bit change. Let's change to, so let's check the db what was there. So I have electric is like almost 1 2 3 4 5. So almost I have five. Yeah, almost I have five records which have electric. No, no, not this five. 1 2 3 4 5 6 records, 7 records I have electric. So yeah, let's search for let's do for electric, like let's check the account is matched or not. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, perfectly matched. Yeah, finally, mm, we are able to complete this code magnets, and yeah, we got a list of records. So our yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do. So the product owner is very happy with our services, basically with our development. So let's investigate, is any loopholes are there in our service, or we implemented exactly right, or we followed any we followed all the OOP principles. So the first thing is like make sure your customer your software does what the customer wanted to. So my software is exactly performing what the customer is expecting. So we are producing all the list of records, right? So next is like apply some basic O principles to add some flexibility. Strive for the maintainable reusable code. Now let's focus on these O principles. Have you ever think of searching these things, searching the guitar with these two things? These two things are not unnecessary, right? Every time it's ending, we are not even using things. But you can say what you can say like that. So suppose if I remove this one, right? So it will work as expected. The only issue is like because this is the one which is like this is the object which is actually used for adding the guitar. That is nothing but that is nothing but this one, right? So this is nothing but adding the guitar, right? um, so suppose you can say like, is it working, right? But let's assume um, because every time it's accessing the actual guitar class, which is not design point of view, which is not right. We need to modify that one. So what we can do is like, we need to remove all these things. Yeah, we need to remove all these things, and basically these are nothing but customer specifications, right? So these things we can add into separate class. Let's call it as like guitar spec. In guitar spec, we'll just add these things. Make it as allow consistent nor construct get hers and set hers. So everything is perfectly fine. So just add this specification over here, the actual guitar class. Let's remove this one. This is not required because if you keep here, right, so you can use this guitar specifications for searching one and guitar for actual adding the records. But this looks like duplication of code, entire same thing, right? This should not happen. So for that purpose we are removing these things. Yeah, for that purpose, yeah, we are removing these things. Till builder, just simply add private guitar spec and guitar spec. So let's say, let's assume like, how if you declare this one, right, how the properties will come here, like how the save function, because actually guitar table consists of all those things, right? But here if you are seeing, we have only the id, serial number and price. Where are those things? So I want to use guitar specification. Basically I want to use guitar specs in my guitar, instead of duplicating the code. For that, Spring provide two best annotations called embeddable and embedded. So basically these two, what will do is like, in the guitar specifications, right, you need to declare the annotation like, I can embeddable. Yeah, I can embeddable into any other class. They can use me. So this is the definition of that. If you go to the guitar, right, in the guitar you can mention like, I ordered, yeah. So the guitar specification, I'm embedding the guitar specification in my class, so that I can use all the fields which are declared in the guitar specifications to my actual class. So by this way, right, uh, you can remove this boilerplate code, you can remove this duplication code, and it's like look like much more like much well designed, like dividing the specifications to actual guitar class. So now for in future, right, in such criteria, right, I will use this guitar specification to search the record, and this guitar to insert the records. Let's update the remaining stuff. Guitar controller, the guitar controller, I think we don't need to add any, we don't need to modify anything. Just this guitar spec only, just guitar spec. Yeah, and the guitar, let's update the guitar spec. Same thing for service IMPL also, guitar spec. So how you will go on to access that one? That's define the guitar spec and declare the object and define the object equals to guitar dot get guitar spec. So same guitar spec you can use here instead of this thing. Yeah, I think all done. Now we can good to go with, let's just run the program. running, initializing, hibernate, annotations, GPA. Yeah, this started. Okay, let's try for inserting something, right? Let's try for inserting anything. uh, okay, this is execute serial key. So, oh, what happened here? I'm expecting these fields, but what I got is like null value. Why? Because, okay, before going to the actual issue, let's check the DB what actually happened. If you update all rows, right? Oh my god, all the null values. I didn't expect. I'm expecting some values, right, which I use in post function. So okay, let's investigate what happened here. Um, Here, right, you're using the guitar specifications. So from the guitar point of view, this is not this we can inherit all the guitar specifications, but we need to externally mention in the request body. So this is like extra class I'm going to add in the extra in the I'm going to use in the extra class all the fields which are declared. So I just want to use all those fields into the guitar class, right? You need That's why I use embedded. So you need to externally mention you need to externally pass the object with path has guitar specifications. So that is the actual issue. So here, if you convert all these things to guitar spec, right? Guitar spec, yeah, think now it will work exactly. Yeah, serial key constraint. Oh yeah, it's saved. Now if you search the records, right, it will automatically converts into the guitar specifications. So these are the specifications which are showing to the customer, and these are the specifications. mm, and these are and only these fields which I can use to search the records. So before executing this program, let's delete that one, like otherwise will cause the issues in the while searching. So ID 14, right? um, Delete from guitar where id equals 14. Done, deleting done. Let's see whether it's replicated or not, reflected or not. Yeah, that null was gone. Now apply. Now do for such one. Now do for such criteria. Yes, I got exactly what I am expecting. For the with the name of electric, right, I got almost 7 records. So this is the one which helps this is the actually helps, like because this is the specifications which I'm only using for searching the records, and same specification class um, I'm using here to inserting into the records. So this is the biggest advantage. So let's take whether the author says same thing or any different thing. So I'm looking for a matching acoustic guitar. You got anything, Rick? The client doesn't provide a price or serial number since those are unique to the each particular guitar. She just provides spec to match on. Yeah, these are the specifications and these are nothing. Everything every time it should be null values, right? So first thing is like analyze the search method. No, the client provides the guitar preferences, and the search tool looks through Rick's inventory, and each guitar is compared to the client preferences, and Rick's client is given a list of matching guitars. You're trying to solve, make sure that you design line up with the intended functionality of your application. This is the most important line. Your design line up with the intended functionality of your application. We already solved the mystery. The mystery is talking about how we can divide. Rick's clients really aren't providing a guitar object. Yeah, this is the what exactly we did now. I mean, they don't actually give them a guitar to compare against an inventory. Encapsulation. Whatever we did, right, that embeddable is nothing but an encapsulation. Encapsulation allows you hide the inner working of your applications parts, inner working of your application parts, but yet make it clear which each part does, what each part does. I think you know about encapsulation, right? Hiding the data and showing the what you exactly want, right? Uh, Extending the flexibility to you to implement. So let's see the conversation. What they are saying. Mm, Guitar object makes it really easy to comparison the such method, not any more than some other object would look. It really doesn't matter what type of object we are using as long as we can figure out what specific things we clients are looking for. Yeah, I think we should have a new object that stores just the specs. There's nothing but guitar specifications. The client want to send to the search method, then they are not sending an entire guitar object. This never seems to make much sense to me. Yeah, likewise, everything it going to happen. The conversation is going to happen. So one point of time they talk about um, I was with you until you said encapsulate. Encapsulation also about breaking your app into logical parts. So we break our main guitar into two parts. One is like adding, and another is for searching, and then keep those parts separate. So just like you keep the data in your class separate from the rest of your app's behavior, we can keep the generic properties of a guitar separate from the actual guitar object itself. So this is the exactly encapsulation does, and the encapsulation exactly we implemented. And then guitar just has a variable point to a new object type to that stores all the properties. Exactly. So we really encapsulate the guitar properties of the guitar and put them into the separate object. So let's investigate what are the properties we are moving on the guitar specifications. That is we already did, right? So I moved as like builder, model, type, backwood, and topwood. Let's see the author moves also same thing or what. So yeah, builder, model, type, backwood, and topwood. These things we moved into the guitar specifications. Anytime you see the duplicate looks for place to encapsulate. This is the one which we did with the two annotations from the spring called embedded and embeddable. Make sure the software does what the customer wanted to do. So once you added this functionality, right, it should not break the existing. Uh, Once you added this enhancement, once you added this encapsulation, it should not break the customer uh, existing functionality, the actual cause. So apply basic core principles and add flexibility. So here, right, instead of directly giving the guitar, right, I'm giving guitar specifications. So here they're getting the guitar specifications from the guitar. So this entire thing is searching based on those things. So finally the testing was done. So encapsulation isn't only the OO principle I can use at the stage. So here the stages are discussing. So here we right here we use this encapsulation technique. In the further chapters we will use all the much more advanced techniques of object oriented design. So for now it's everything is working fine as expected. Design once, design twice. So make sure your software does what the customer wanted to do. So this is completed. So apply basic core principles to add flexibility. This is also completed. And the next thing and the final thing is like strive for a maintainable, reusable design. This is what something we need to think about. So about this fun, right? We'll discuss about in the next tutorial. Until then, stay tuned. If you really like the video, please subscribe and like. Uh, Thank you. Yeah, we'll meet in the next tutorial.